I hope you had a wonderful month. I know I did your mid-month. Oh, and it's been a crazy month for us, most of us. Which brings me to, if this doesn't resonate with you, that's perfectly fine. Check your moon or rising if you're checking based on your sun, which most people do. Yeah, check your moon or rising. If you don't know what that is, there is a chart below. And it's very accurate. It explains absolutely everything. I love it. I love it. And if you don't know the time of your birth, just put noon time. So like 12 noon, 12 p.m. And it should be pretty accurate. Oh, hello. Oh, we got some cards already. Look at that. Okay. I did pre-shuffle these cards. Now there are a few announcements. This one isn't going to be as long because I am doing love readings. I'm trying to balance out having all my time. I have gotten pretty drained this past month, but I'm coming back. I'm bouncing back. Because I'm doing love readings based on element for singles and couples. That will be out in a few days. I am doing yearly readings. I will post that tonight. Holla. I will post that tonight. And the prices, I do have two options. And I didn't say this to the other people because I just decided on it last night, to be fair, to be honest. There is going to be one yearly reading with just the yearly reading in a video. And then there's one that comes with a painting of mine. If you don't know what I paint, I use watercolor and ink. You can check out my Instagram. It's in the link below. What else? But yeah, if this resonates with you, please like, subscribe. You guys have been awesome. You guys leave me the most beautiful comments and encouraging messages that anyone could ask for. I love you guys, my fellow Cancers. And if this is your first time, I am a Cancer sun, Leo moon, Leo rising, hence my main. But I just love you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate you 1000%. So, Cancers, what's going on for December, man? Like, we're about to come out of Venus, we're already out of Venus, Mercury ret. Even though I always believe in freedom of choice, there is some things that we can't control. Like, I know my speech has been really weird because of Mercury ret, which has a lot to do with our communication, our mind and travel and all that stuff. So anyway, we have the page, yes, of coins in reverse to start out. So this past month, I feel like this is like not having the time to be alone greatly. I know this, especially us with being family-like, with us being family-oriented. We love our people. And this past month, even this month's about family, but I think November is the time where there's a lot of family. And we're just consumed with the seeing everyone, being around everyone. It's just that season. I feel like we haven't really had time to really reflect on much. We also have the Page of Wands, which tells me that, especially in business and things that we're trying to pursue, because of this inability to be alone, we're coming back. We even thought about it during last month, that we were wanting to come back to ourselves, come back to what we're working on, come back to things that are happening here in the now, the pursuits, especially going into Sagittarius season. We are definitely getting that fire underneath our ass and moving forward. Ooh. We also have the Lovers in the first row. You could be dealing with a Gemini. We also have Pisces here. Oh, man. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. So with the Lovers card, this is not an easy, I say this with every reading that it comes up with, this is not an easy connection. But it's not something you can ignore either. So I feel like, we weren't even able to focus on, I wouldn't say a relationship so much, but I feel like this is more for singles or people who have a divine counterpart soulmate sort of person. You have several soulmates. People believe in twin flame. If you do, this is the twin flame card. I'm not saying that with a Page of Wands, we're in the pursuit of going towards this person. I'm just seeing it as it's coming back to light. It's something that we really put aside last month, just because, like I said, so much going on. Family comes first. Family comes first. If you're not sure what family means, I say it a lot. It's friends that we choose as family. But that comes first. I mean, oh, yes. Abso-fucking-lutely, the second row. I'm about to bounce into it. But you know what? They just come first. That's just a given. Oh, hello. You could be dealing with a Taurus as well. Ooh. Let's go ahead and... Okay, here we go. So with us kind of like setting a lot of things to the side, even our jobs, even our passions, even like, for example, all of this, I set it aside because I was, family... friends. I had someone visit me from Scotland, my best friend. It was just a lot. It was just a lot. So we set a lot of things aside, and now we're coming back with the Ace of Wands. We're just like, okay, it's fire time. It's a fire season, and we are wanting to bounce back into it. I am getting a warning, though, that the way we bounce back into this isn't going to be in a way that is super outward, because we have the Ten of Swords and we have the Hermit. So I feel like a lot of us, because of last month being that time where we set those things aside, because I feel like we set these things aside because we were feeling worn out. We knew that if we were to invest in these things at that time, wouldn't go well, because we were just drained. We're trying to come back. We're trying to come back with that fire. But I feel like the way we're going to come back is by surrendering. I know the Ten of Swords, no sleep. Everyone freaks out with it. It's the end of a cycle. And to be honest, I feel like with this photo in this deck, it's about surrendering. And we're surrendering to the process. And we're continuing to surrender. We also do need deep breaths. A lot of us haven't been sleeping very well, but we're recognizing that. And with the Hermit card, we could be dealing with a Virgo. But with the Hermit card, I feel like this is just us kind of coming back, like, like coming back into our shell and figuring out, like, just recalibrating. That's what Virgos do. And we do kind of have that earth energy within us as Cancers, right? So we're kind of just recalibrating so that we can, get back into it. Hop on the wagon, so to speak. And that's what we're focusing on right now. We understand that we're worn. We're kind of seeing how, like, last month kind of took a toll on us. And we're realizing that, hey, guys, you know what? It's time for me to just kind of, like, recoup and re-energize and get into the groove of things, because I'm, like, really worn out. Now, we also have the Nine of Pentacles. This, I always hear, is a single card. And a lot of us, I did say this involves like more of a single energy, but we're happy. We're happy in our singleness, or this is a goal. But deep down, because we have the Moon and the Justice card reverse, I feel deep down, sure, it's not that we don't feel this. It's not that we are being deceptive in the fact that we like where we are. I just feel like deep down, there's a little bit more pain. We feel like we've been, let down in the past by love. We've been let down in the past by other things. And now we're facing our shadow side and understanding of things that we want. I'd like to clarify this Justice card. Now, we do have the Hierophant, which is why I kind of lean more towards love within this, because these two fell out together. So I feel like I'm not feeling like there's a divorce in the process. If so, I mean, all my love to you. But sorry, my hair's insane today. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. So there is some kind of mask that we need to take off. And that is what I meant by, I feel like deep down, a lot of us, especially Cancers, we feel like we've been wronged because I mean, we just tend to feel that way. And it's, you know, we have to also take responsibility for our role in these relationships as well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yes, we're trying to find our personal power again. The Ten of Wands, we're working hard to keep our personal power. But in doing so, I feel like, you know, it's like in the video I made before on the Tea Talk, that we do not lose our personal power by being vulnerable. And like I said, we could be dealing with a Taurus. Apparently that's a really good match for us. Like really good, like I think they're like the top for sun signs. But you know what, with this deception, I feel like this is not deception from another person. This is deception from ourselves, from our emotions, from what we really want, which is this commitment, which is this, you know, this kind of love. We set it aside. We're like, I don't want to deal with that right now. Nah. I have too much going on. And fair enough. But I feel like it's time to surrender over fighting so hard to keep something that's already ours. Does that make sense? We're already, we've found our personal power. We're stepping into our personal power. We are happy. We're there, you guys. Now let's just admit what we really want in life, okay? Let's not be so defensive, okay? And deny ourselves fulfillment in the 3D, all right? This could be someone from the past. We're going to have to go through the transformation. Looks like we're denying our transformation, and we need to go through that to get the Ace of Cups. You guys, I can't make this shit up. I knew you guys would be a longer reading anyway, because, like, you're my fam. Let the transformation happen. Just let it happen. I know you've been hurt in the past. I get it. But don't... Why are you being defensive against your blessings? Like, where they at, though? Don't be sitting there asking that question when you're sitting there being defensive against it because you're not sure how you're going to handle it. Isn't that kind of weird how we do that? We're like, how am I going to handle everything I've ever wanted? Scary. But I understand where you're coming from. I really do. I do it to myself. So I'm preaching to the choir here, to be honest. But we do need to go through this transformation, and whatever happened in the past, we do need to let it go. But if this is someone from the past, they're not going to hinder our transformation. For some people, maybe, but I really feel like, and you could be dealing with Scorpio, I really feel like because of our past, we're not allowing the transformation to happen. When really on the other side of what we're trying to stop, which is this pain, this heartache, this lesson, is emotional fulfillment, is a new beginning in love. And I know you want to deny it, but you're a hopeless romantic. Okay? We can deny it all we want, fam. Okay. Oh, my Cancerian family. You're just so beauts. I love you. I know a lot of you probably be rolling your eyes being like, no! Tell me about me. Tell me about my growth. Tell me about how great I'm doing. You're doing wonderfully, but that doesn't mean you don't have shit to work on. All right? I did pre-shuffle these. Ooh, okay. So, those like straight up flipped, so just finish this out. Okay. So we have the Sun card, could be dealing with Leo, but the Light on the first row. So, I mean, in November, we recognized our limits. We recognized what we've been... It's funny because we were in this place of everything being a blur. We might have come into this month of December being like, oh my gosh, I neglected this, and this because of how crazy the month was. But then at the same time, we really understood what we were learning in that month, we definitely got a lot of clarity on a lot of things. We got a clarity on a lot of issues within ourselves and what's going on around us. Oh, you know what? With the Hermit card and the 10 of Swords, I don't doubt this card popping up for the next row. Suffering in silence. And usually I have a big speech for y'all whenever it comes to like suffering in silence. Like, no, don't suffer in silence. I feel like this is a different vibe. I don't even feel like it's truly suffering. I feel like it's just, it's like, let me feel my pain in silence. Let me make peace with my pain by myself with this Hermit card. Not that you're going to wallow in it. Not that you're going to like, you know, and mind you, these are all in the mind with the swords. With the blue, that's swords. This is in the mind. This is kind of like I said, recalibrating our thoughts. And I don't think it's that we're just, you know, people say, oh, Cancer is just like, well, and self-pity. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes we just need to just kind of be by ourselves and let us feel all the things by ourselves. But we do know when to reach out to people that we love and trust. We really do. And I feel like it's a time where we're like, you know what? We know what we have to do. We understand what's going on. We're not completely oblivious to this. We got it. So we have, this is, I love how they say sacrifice instead of the Hangman. But with sacrifice, you know, being over the 9 of coins, you know, the moon and the Justice in reverse, I feel like this is us letting go of the overthinking, like letting go of overthinking, period. But also just allowing our shadow side and the injustices that we felt in the past and that pain that's really deep underneath there that we just kind of don't want to deal with most of the time. We're sacrificing it, literally. We're letting it go. We're just like, you know what? I'm in a place where, sure, I may not be the richest, I may not be, but you know what? Overall, like, this is how I feel though. I feel happy. And I'm just going to allow myself to feel happy. And that also means I'm going to have to face this shit so I can continue to be happy. And not only that, but allow wonderful things to come into my life. Because this came in for this extra place over here that I created for you guys. You know what? How I laid these down, it is really, really important how I laid these down. I didn't intentionally do that. But I did lay the 5 of Swords over the Hierophant with the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Let me just show you this. All right. So if you are dealing with a Taurus, quit being defensive. Just allow that shit to happen, bro. Come on. If there is a Taurus. Or if just you needing to learn something new. I really feel I keep getting Taurus. Or they have a lot of like significant Taurus placements in their chart. Excuse me. I felt like I was going to sneeze. But with the 7 of Cups right above it where I placed it, I feel like this is deception. It's like, no. I'm just going to keep making excuses why this wouldn't work, why this can't happen, why I can't have the 10 of Pentacles right side up, why I need to be defensive. I have my reasons. I have this and that. And it's like, you know what, fam? Like, I get you. I got you. I feel you. But stop. Allow your blessings to flow in. Didn't we talk about this? I feel like you guys know this and you're working on it because we have the Destiny card here, okay? 10. You got a lot of 10s up in here, fam. Shit's ending. New processes. Like, these cycles are ending and new stuff is beginning. For sure. Especially in, like, the feels. So let's get a little bit more guidance from our spirit guides. You and Gemini so far have been the longest readings. I've been trying to keep them at 15 minutes, but I mean, Gemini, if you have a friend that's a Gemini or whatever, that, anyway, if you feel like it would relate, please send it to them. You guys, like, I feel have had a little bit more rough. I don't know. Still have a few more to go. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? The first thing I heard was heal. Your soul is calling you to heal. Your soul is calling to you to be at a higher vibration, to raise higher. That's what I feel that you guys are being called to do. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking and face your true north. I think we're in Cancer in terms of like, is it our node or something like that? I can't remember. You guys, like, I don't know everything, but I know that we're pretty much dominating right now. So we're manifesting a lot of shit, but you're already doing it. And like I said, I feel like we're all aware of what's going on right now. It's just kind of like, do I deal with it or do I don't? We deal with it, okay? If anyone can deal with it, it's us. But whatever this is with the Lover's card, now I didn't feel a strong pull to keep talking about the Lover's card. I feel like you guys, like the second I pulled it, you're like, God, you know, just like whatever. So, I mean, I feel like you guys already know what that is and why we're probably having a hard time with it. Warrior woman, hello. Don't take gender. If you're a dude, it's fine. This still applies. Just take the woe off it. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? Ha! Like I said, I'm preaching to the choir, and I've been facing all kinds of fear this past month. So for December to really show, it's like, hey, like your progress, it's not going unnoticed. You might have been distracted, but we're going back into it full-fledged, full force. We're going back into this. Yay. Okay, fam. That's your reading. Holy smokes. I could talk to you guys forever, to be honest. Get grounded, by the way. It's a really good time to stay grounded for you. I love you guys so much. Don't be afraid to open your heart again. Realize that you, like, trust yourself. You know what I mean? Trust that you know what you're doing for your own heart. You guys have learned your lessons and you guys are moving forward, and it's time that you get the blessings. You know what I mean? You don't have to have a person to fulfill you, and you know that. But if something like that comes your way, don't push it away. Don't push away your blessings, because if you push away one, you're going to push away all. So anyway, my loves, of course I look at it and it's 22. Whatevs. Been seeing a lot of twos. Anyway, I love you. If you want a reading, I am going to do yearly readings, so check out in the link below on my website. I should have it up by tonight. I'm going to have limited slots, and I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye.